Today is a very special day for many across the world, where families gather and focus on miracles. Today, according to the Biden White House, is Transgender Day of Visibility. What is up, my fellow autists and gun addicts? Today is actually Easter. You know, the day that Christians and Catholics believe that Christ rose from the dead.
Hey, yo, what up? It's your boy Jesus.
Now, whether or not you're a believer isn't actually what we're going to be talking about today. We are talking about, however, how the Biden administration has decided to dedicate yet another day to people who are supposedly so marginalized that we need to hyperfixate on them 24/7 or else they get all sad.
You're being transphobic, Karen.
So yes, the Biden administration has declared that henceforth, March 31st, will be Transgender Day of Visibility. Now, as you know, these people are super invisible the rest of the year. I mean, how could we ever know that any of them existed unless we had yet another day dedicated to them? Now, a lot of people are saying that this is the Biden admin's way of spitting in the face of Christians and Catholics. And while I agree that the timing this year was absolutely horrendous, I would like to stress that while this year it is on Easter, the holiday is not always on the 31st. So, do I think it was a spit in the face? Kind of this year. But the real issue I have with all of this is how much crap is shoved in our faces every single day with every single message and every single talking point by this administration. Here's the thing. If you are an adult and you decide, you know what, I'm not comfortable in my body, I'm gonna chop off my private parts and dress like the opposite gender, I genuinely couldn't care less. You do you, boo-boo. But you also have to take ownership of your own choices. And guess what? That comes with realizing that there are people out there that are not going to accept that you are whatever you claim to be. You don't deserve some special day just because you decided to take some hormones and declare proudly that you are the second coming of Zem. 99% of the world quite literally could not care what you do with your own body. Christians and Catholics alike, they don't care. They'll pray for you regardless. People care when you start pushing your ideology and your delusion on them and attempt to compel them to have your exact worldview, because apparently in your mind, you're the only one who's right. So with all of that out of the way, just remember this. Today is just like any other day. Your decisions are your own, and everyone else has their own lives to live. Enjoy having yet another day of constant affirmation, since you apparently can't self-validate like the rest of us. And for everyone else here that isn't on that spectrum, you could still be on the autistic side of things. Happy Easter from my family to yours. Oh, and one final note. Isn't it weird that a group of people that say that genitals don't define gender consider adding or removing them to be affirming care? Weird. Tack out. I'm gonna go eat some ham.